new.
Have you wrapped yourself a little present for Christmas Day with
I
it?
might have done. My little boy keeps threatening to open them as I wrap them. I was like, no! I'm going to wrap one just like that for under the tree for him at Christmas.
I think this is such a lovely concept that you have to treat yourself to this. Now, a word of warning, by the way, when these have gone, they have gone. There are no more of these to bring back on for you. So, if you are wanting to, you know, treat yourself, and for the value that you are getting for this deal, by the way, 20% of the stock has already now been allocated. So, lovely idea, and you've got that treat yourself for Christmas Day to open up. That'll be there for you under the tree. 909217 26.99 if you are a Freedom member. Of course, that includes your P&P. Only $29.99, and you got a goodies galore to share with yourself there all the way through December. What a lovely concept. Treat yourself. Right, and they've got loads and loads of inspirational items for you there. Website is the place to go to, of course. All the W's.hochanda.com. Loads and loads. Grab them whilst they are there, of course. Make sure that you do take advantage. Loads of lovely bundles of all your different sets. Again, it's also available for you. So plenty on there. Something for everybody, which is brilliant. And it is going to be busy. It's going to be very, very busy if you want to go for all of those. Great prices. And don't forget your Flexi with a Flextravaganza offer. Anything from £5 in your basket, you can split, of course, over 2 payments from £5. So even these price points, which are great, just £12.99, for example, you can get those on your Flexi. So it's worth grabbing these whilst you possibly can. And we have got stock, which is great. So good luck over to you guys for that one. Right then, Kim, where are we? I say the royal we. Where are you starting and I'm following?
What we're going to do is actually create a canvas.
Oh, OK.
I'm going to throw you in the deep end,
OK.
as they say.
Yeah, OK.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Looking a bit shocked, shell shocked. You'll be fine.
I am.
You'll be fine. So what we're going to start off with is our little mini poly plate. So we've got the circle poly plate here.
Right.
Yep. Normally what I would do when it comes to using Brusho is I would throw my Brusho on there, and you would get, actually, I'm going to show you what I would normally do. You don't need to do this one, Scott.
That's OK, I'm watching. You don't know. I'm not... You are not leaving my sight, Kim, for the whole of the rest of the hour.
Right, so what I would normally do is throw my Brusho on there, give it a spritz, and then... Ooh, I nearly threw my water bottle across the table then. And then pop it onto my card. And what you'll find is, look at how intense that colour is.
That's lovely.
But I don't want it that intense on my canvas because this is in the background. So what we're going to do instead... I'm going to clean up my poly plate first. So that is how intense. If you just throw your Brusho onto your poly plate, that is how intense you can get your colour.
That is gorgeous.
We want it muted a little bit because it wants to be in the background. So you need to choose a colour now, Scott. I'm going to go with purple.
Oh,
These little tubs of beautiful Brusho. You've got green, blue or orange.
I'm going to go with blue.
Blue. I'm going to go purple. And we just want to put on your desk, take the little pin out.
Yeah.
Just tap it onto your desk, just a tiny little bit. Yep, less than that.
Oh. I was just doing Morse code for help.
I'm going to say, you don't need much.
That is tiny, isn't it?
Yeah,
OK.
Tiny amount and just spritz. Yeah.
From a distance.
There we go. And then you'll notice it starts to react. And then we're going to pop our poly plate into it and just rub it around a little bit. And what I'm wanting...
Get a lot of colour there.
Yeah. So what I'm wanting is just like an idea of the colour on my poly plate, like a shadow. And then we're going to lift it up and pop it onto your canvas.
Anywhere?
Anywhere. I'm going to kind of do mine to one side, going down. But it's a square canvas, so it don't really matter, does it?
Right, I'm going to get...
There's one. Oopsie. Go on.
What? What have I done there? Don't do what...
It's all right, I wasn't looking. So you've grabbed your stamp, mister. You should have had a little round circle, just like that one.
You'll get this wrong.
Hang on. Right. There you go.
I'm
do
going
a few of them, actually. Tell you what, you go with that one.
OK.
Keep going. That's it.
I've gone with the stamp again, no?
Yep, that's fine. You go with your stamp.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yours will look a little bit different, but that's fine.
I'll go with different.
We'll go with different. There we go. Yours will look more... yours won't have a solid background, yours will be more open.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Oh, I've got a little bit of line there, but I thought that's deliberate.
About it.
That's deliberate.
You're not supposed to point things like that out, you wing it.
Oh, you see, that's why I'll never make a demonstrator. Okay, can I go for one more?
Go for it, I've done 3 on mine.
Rule of 3.
Yeah, 2, it looks like it's one or the other, whereas 3, it's not. It senses it for your eye more.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that line's really... I've got another one. Yes, OK,
perfect.
good.
You know what we're going to do in a minute? We're actually going to put some lines down our
I've started on that already.
You've started on that one.
Yeah.
So on mine, you don't need to do this because you jumped ahead.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I'm just going to grab... I'm going to just blast with my heat gun.
Oh, I see which one I might have used on that. I should have used that one.
Yeah, the solid one. That was my fault because I've just not described it very well to you there.
That's all right. Don't you worry.
No, I will.
Let me do that.
It'll be fine.
Could I do one solid?
If you wanted to, that would look amazing now. So pop it back into your ink.
OK.
That's it. And then lift it and pop it down.
Right, I'm going to go in.
There you
go. OK. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
If it was me, I'd be tempted to pop another one on, maybe.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
Yep.
I'm glad great minds thinking alike. I'm going to go at this end. I'm going to go off.
Yeah, go for it.
I've seen that technique before. partial with a bit of stamping.
But this is where you start to see all your different techniques come into play.
Could have got one in there as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Go on. Go on.
For it.
Off. I tell you what, I should have put a bit
You're having
more.
more fun now, aren't you?
I should have put more there. I can see Leonie's lost her space. We're not letting her loose anymore. Right.
That's it. Right.
Okay.
Yep. So with brush out, it gets everywhere. So just make sure you wipe your table down. That is the only.
Is this my little cloth
That's
here?
your cloth. Yeah.
I'm wiping that down.
So now, you know the stamp you used the first time? With
yes.
the circle one, the outline one?
Yep.
We're going to grab that, and next to you, in your little box, you should have a little grey ink.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm just using a VersaFine here, and I'm just going to ink up my frame. So this, we're both actually using stamps out of the Circle Grunge set for this. So I'm just inking it up, and if you notice when I'm inking them up, I'm going around the edge. I'm not going... I want the majority of my ink over the edge of my stamp.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's
not
good.
into the middle, because if you ink into the middle, you're going to end up with some in the middle, and you really don't want that.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I'm going to grab my canvas.
I've never concentrated so much in my life.
And then round my polyplate ones, yeah, I am just going to stamp over with my grungy circle.
OK, should I go round? OK, yeah.
So the ones that are solid...
Yeah. I'll try and go around those.
You can see they're just such a perfect fit. And the best bit is, it doesn't really matter, especially the grungy ones, it doesn't really matter if you line them up or not, because they've all got wiggledy-woggledy edges. Look at that.
Do I need to re-ink after I've done one, or should I just...
Yes,
yeah, I
because
do.
we are stamping.
Yeah. All right, a bit more.
Yeah, because we want these to look...
Oh, it's addictive, this. I tell you what, I'm on till 10 tonight now. Just doing this. Just circles.
That's it. We are just using circles. That's the thing. You're using the Circle Polyplate and the Circle Grunge set, but you are getting such lovely results from it.
In a second, you might have to do a stock update. I'm busy.
We'll swap roles.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Right. I can't read the numbers from here, I don't think.
Probably glasses if you want. I struggle.
Right, so you can see there, I'm going to be really picky now. Can you see here, I've got my circle nowhere near my polyplate. But it doesn't matter. You wouldn't notice that because the edges are all higgledy-piggledy. You really don't notice. Yeah? So how's yours doing? He's gone quiet.
Listen, I'm a bloke. I can't multitask. I struggle breathing and talking, let alone trying to do... That's 2 tasks already. OK, I'm loving this.
That looks really cool,
I'm in the zone.
Yep. So
oh, Catherine's emailed in. Oh, dear. A new slot. Wing it sensationally with Scott. I'm liking that, Catherine. 10% to you directly. I'm liking that. Winging it sensationally. You so are on the money with that quote. Right, OK.
So next one, we've got our lovely sketch lines. Now, this is from our Textures industrial set. It's just so useful. So that's the long line one. It doesn't look like much, but it is really, really, really useful. So I'm going to go back in with my ink.
OK, ink up again.
Ink up again. And what this is really good for, this stamp, is actually like stretching your paper or stretching your canvas because it draws your eye. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plop it down my page, trying to make sure it's kind of level to the side, but as it's all higgledy-piggledy again.
Where have you got me? Oh, right down through the centre.
Right through the centre. Oh, I didn't stamp that very well, did I?
Where can I go with mine now? Because mine haven't got a centre.
Let's have a look at yours. I would probably go across. Yeah.
Across what? The actual rings?
Yep. So go. Pop it over that way. Perfect.
Yeah?
I would go that way. I'm loving how...
Do you know what? I'm getting direction from everybody now. I go left a bit, I go right a bit. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go right there.
We're going to do a couple.
I'm committing.
Yeah. All I would say is when you're adding a feature like this onto your card or your canvas, just make sure your border at the top is the same as your border at the bottom. You've stamped off the edge. Perfect. I might be tempted to take it a bit further more.
Do it, what, carry it on?
I would.
A bit more?
Yeah.
Re-ink. Always re-ink, everybody. Always re-ink. That's Scott's tip.
I should really look what I'm stamping because I'm doing pants stamping at this end.
Right, so now, have I got to try and line it up now then? Or does it really matter if it goes...
It's a squiggly line, I wouldn't...
No.
You'd be there all day trying to get your squiggles right.
Can I drop that level down a little bit there?
Absolutely, that would look fab. And you know what you're doing there? You're actually creating a lovely shelf to put your sentiment on.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. See, you're already there.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
In case anyone's thinking, he's being a bit smart, I wasn't really, I didn't think anything. I'm going when I'm told. Yes!
That looks really good. So, what we are going to do now...
By the way, if anyone's watching to see who the real professional is, like, you need to... Watch Kim.
To be fair, I am loving what you've created. You're putting me to shame at that end. I've gone really subtle.
You are a lovely teacher.
Which isn't like me. I have gone for subtle.
OK.
Normally mine would be quite big and bold, but no. So
leave that bit, I'll do that.
I'm just going to quickly blast this with a heat gun because we're going to add a bit more water to it now.
Do I need to do that?
Yes. You should have a heat gun next to you.
Yes, I have. It's like a generation game.
We are a bit...
I've seen them do this.
Yep. Nah, just get it on straight canvas. It's fine.
Straight on?
Straight on.
I've got it on setting 1, is that OK?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know what?
It's a fancy one, it's got more than one setting.
I have... Yeah, I could go up.
There you go, that sounds more like it. Right.
Bit noisy. Cool, it's like having a hairdryer again. You know what? You take me back to when I was 18.
So what you're looking for is you want it so that
I can't hear a word.
Sorry.
Hang on.
So that your ink's almost dry. It doesn't have to be perfect, but almost dry even. So now, I'm going to go back to my brusho. So you chose blue.
Yeah.
You chose the turquoise. I'm going to grab my purple. I'm going to pop a little bit onto my table again. Just a tiny bit. We don't need Morse code. OK, I'm going purple. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to spritz. You've noticed when I spritz my water, I've got my brusho here. I've got my water over here. If you spritz directly onto your brusho, it can send it everywhere. If you spritz next to it, you're going to want quite a bit of water. So where did you go, next to it? Yeah, just next to it. And then this also lets you control how much colour you pull into the water. Yep, so I'm just pulling a little bit in, and then I'm just going to grab my colour and just take it up. So I'm basically adding more colour to my sketchy lines.
I've gone with the purple.
Oh, you're going purple?
I've got a bit... is that what you said?
Whatever colour you wanted to use.
I like a bit purple. It's my daughter's favourite colour. Oh, I should have tried that more with my heat gun.
That's OK. Don't worry, it's just disturbing your lines a little bit. It'll be fine. So I'm just going up and down on my things. And then what I'm also going to do is just add a little bit, very faintly, around my circles. And this is great. If you've got like splodgy bits that you're not quite sure. Yeah, sorry about that. OK. No, I mean, it's normally me with me inky fingers. They go everywhere. So I'm just going to go around it.
I've gone for a bit of a black, smudged kind of theme.
Let's have a look.
Oh, now where are you going?
Lovely.
OK.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Yes? Yeah, I like that.
Oh, get in.
Yes.
Teacher's happy.
As long as you're happy with it, it doesn't really matter.
I am, if you are.
What I think doesn't matter at all. If you're happy with what you create, that is the main thing. So you can see I've now got my little circly bits. I've just wiped my table down, again, because we're using brusho. And we're going to put our canvas to one side.
Great.
Yep. You should have a little piece of white card. It does feel like the generation game, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've got some white card here,
You've got a little piece of white card, and you're going to take the one that's called Gamboge, the yellow.
What?
Gamboge yellow. Little brush show.
Oh, the yellow, yeah.
And we're just going to sprinkle it over our paper.
Ooh, okay.
Like you put in salt on your chips.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I love a bit of salt.
And then just spritz it.
I think I might have got a bit OTT with my salt there. Okay, just spritz, yeah?
Just a little. And you'll just see that.
Bit more?
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's
How's that?
it. That's perfect. So what you've done is activated your brush out.
Yep.
Then we're just going to splat our tissue on top.
Splat the tissue?
Yep.
Ooh.
Just like that. And take away some of that colour. We could heat it with a heat gun as well if we wanted to be doubly sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm liking that.
Because now we are going to stamp our beautiful star on the top.
Ooh.
So we wanted that lovely yellow for the star.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So gently take your star off and then just pop it onto your stamp base. And just make sure you haven't got any bubbles behind it.
Any bubbles behind it?
Yeah. So especially on the big rectangle, if I grab my big rectangles here, when you come, I have my stamps in a lovely organised pile, I'm afraid.
I'm starting to get messy over here.
It's fine, we'll sort it out. So when you come to put something like this on, the big rectangle, make sure you pop it down and roll it as if you were putting a polyplate on. Yeah?
Right.
And that way you're not going to get any big bubbles behind it. The little stars and the circles, not worrying too much about them.
Okay.
Right, so you've got your star sorted.
Yep.
Yep. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my ink again, and I'm just going to ink him up. I love this star. I've got to admit.
It is very cool. The samples you were showing at the very beginning with those in it as well look really nice.
I do think I should really thank my mum and Susie because they both helped me out with my samples this time. I do think it's their favourite too. They have worked so hard on those. Okay. And then I'm just going to stamp it. I'm looking at my brush show piece now, and I'm thinking, what bits look interesting? Well, I quite like this really dark bit here and this bit up here. So you can just choose the bits you want.
Choose the bits.
But make sure you just leave enough, because we're going to do some cutting out.
Oh, hello.
Cutting out.
Okay, okay.
Cutting out's not my forte either, which is why, if you notice, most of our stamps and things have really easy to cut lines. So there you go. Just looks so
let's have a
effective.
little look, fingers crossed. Yes!
Look at that.
Yes! I'm loving this. I'm the time of my life.
But it is so easy to do, isn't it?
Oh, you're cutting already?
I am cutting.
Oh,
so what I normally do is I just trim it down to begin with, because then I've got rid of all that bulk. I don't need that. So I can go over there. I'm not throwing that piece away because I can use that for something else, can't I? And then with something like this, I am not wanting to go straight up to the lines. I want to leave a bit of a border, but I'm not even worrying about getting close. So I'm almost rough cutting it. You know, you've got fussy cutting?
Yeah.
Well, this is rough cutting.
I'm liking that.
Yeah.
See my cutting before.
Yeah. So we're just going to go around it really quickly, just like that.
Oh, you've gone really quite close. I should have gone closer.
It's up to you. This is your piece.
Yes, so I'm thinking more is more.
If you're a great cutter out like my mum, she's fabulous at cutting out. She does all fancy things like borders around it, so she'll stick this on something else and cut it round and all sorts.
Oh.
I can't do that. I've cut it out once, that's enough for me. You probably guessed I'm a bit of a lazy crafter when it comes to... There you go. So
right.
Just...
Okay.
Have you cut that out already?
Yeah, but really not well, only because I've been told as well, I've got to do a quick recap as well in a minute, and, you know,
okay, well,
I've got to do my real job.
We're nearly
That's okay.
done. Right, so I've cut mine out. Ooh, I nearly threw my scissors in the bin then, that's not a good thing, is it? So we're going to pop that there, and I'm going to grab... Yeah, it's looking quite cool, isn't it?
I'm liking this.
Yep. Now, I'm going to use some of the words that come with that set. So we've got sparkle, smile, shine, star, you are, you're a. So I'm going to choose those feature words. My sparkle, my shine, and smile.
Right.
And you'll notice I'm cheating here. I'm going to put them all down on my desk with a nice gap between them. Pick them up on my stamp block.
Now, that will... And it was none of us. It was in no man's land. We're all okay. The little bit of display has just got a little bit crashed into the floor. So that's... We'll come back to the pick and mix in a moment, because it's just on the floor at the moment.
Not quite sure how that...
Was it us?
Yeah, we're too far away for it to be us.
Yeah.
Maybe my stamping was a bit harsh.
Hey, live TV. Kim, it's live TV. Right, so what are you doing now? You're sticking them all on?
Yeah, so I've popped all my words on.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to ink them up.
Which plate are you using for that? Is that...
Just one of your little stamp blocks.
Right.
Whichever one.
Okay. Now Now it's starting to look a little bit more like Leonie's area. Okay.
There we go. And then we're just going to splat it onto our card. And unfortunately, we're going to do a little bit more cutting out, but this is dead easy. Just like that.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
And then I am going to come in here.
So,
Just cut them out.
have you done all three at the same place?
I've just put them on there, because what I'm going to do is cut them out individually, and then we're just going to put them onto a little bit of black... Are you trying to be all artistic?
I've got mine upside down and back to front.
Right, don't matter.
So it would have said sparkle, and then... I'm going to cut them out.
You're going to come out. So as long as you've got a gap between them when you stamp them,
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Where am I stamping them onto?
Just onto that white piece, onto another white piece of card.
Another white piece of card.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Yep.
And
Good.
then we're just going to go around the edges. And you can see I am making the most. Just rough.
I'm not very good at
edges.
saving space, you know, saving a bit more of a card. If I'd pay for that card, I'd be gutted. Because I've really not... Oh, and I've got an ink smudge. Oh, it's all
Right. Are
starting
you
off...
going to see your ink smudge when you cut it off?
I have to put a butterfly on it or something, or another star.
That's a good thing. With your canvas, if you really wanted to hide any of your ink smudges, you just put splats on top of it.
I've got definitely some here that are calling out for a splat.
Do you think we should do some splat on it? Have we got time, do you think?
I've got to do a little recap in a moment. I know that. But... And how long have we got left? Do you know what? I feel like a real guest designer now when they say, how long you got left? 20 minutes? 20 minutes? That's gone quick.
But look at what you're creating.
Honestly, I'm having a lovely, lovely time.
So all I'm doing, once I've cut them out, roughly,
Yeah.
I'm just popping them onto some black card. Again, I'm leaving a nice big space so I can cut it out. I didn't realise I'd left quite so much.
I've done the same.
Yeah. So just pop it on there, and then I'm going to grab...
Oh, I've got you're a sparkle, you're a shine, I didn't do star. I'm just going to sparkle and shine.
You're a sparkle. Ooh.
Yeah.
That'll teach me not to leave me.
I like that. Sparkle, shine. Very nice. Make sure, but just to help me out, buddy, please make sure that you do put these into your basket. Make sure you got these into your basket. Are you sticking them onto the... Right, okay.
Yeah, I stick them onto the black card, or stuck, not sticked, stuck. Stuck them onto my black card, and then I have just... They're going to pop them onto my canvas.
Well, that comes out quick, doesn't it? Blimey.
Yeah, I
wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I. I'm used to having to fight with my glue for it to come out. I treated us to new glues for today.
Oh.
And I wasn't expecting it to quite...
No, I wasn't. Oh, I should... Oh, I've got glue and ink everywhere.
That is a sign of having fun. Ooh.
Can I try and... I could... Do you want to do a bit of talking while I do a bit of cutting?
There you go. So mine, just like that.
Oh, that's splodged out.
Something like that.
Right, let that dry. Kim, you done yours?
I have indeed.
Great, that's brilliant. I think we'll work with that one for us. Oh, that's really quick. Okay.
Let's have a look at your shower.
I'm just going to let people... I'm going to come to this
Okay.
cutting out in 1 second, everybody. I just want you to know you can go to the website, because a lot of people, I think, are really liking these. Do take advantage and get these into your collection, which you are seeing here, which is phenomenal, the price points on these. And, honestly, you're going to be using these. If I can do these, anybody can, I promise you. I've still got a pair of scissors stuck to my finger. Right, if you want to go for... if you'd like to go for the pick and mix. Now, of course, we've actually got the industrial ones that we were looking at here. These are £12.99. You're going to get your 4 stamps with these ones. 095184 is your item code. Again, what we were using and having a little look at. If you want to go for your pick and mix for these are fabulous. Choose any 2. So you got them, you've got the little stitch in there, you've got the little grunge in there, you've got the stars in there, you've got your ovals, you've got your circles. Pick which ones you think are going to be most useful to your collection. Of course, you can go for a couple of sets on your pick and mix if you wanted to. These are only £12.99. The item code you need is 931991. But they're all absolutely brilliant, and I'm sure you'll find reasons to use any one of these you put into your set. Don't forget your flexi buy means that you can anything from £5 and over. You can, of course, spread that over 2 payments. So your £13 is just going to be your just over £6.50, isn't it, really, that you're looking at? It's for all of those. 931991. Well, you see, I really like the stars. The stars are going very, very well. There we go. Yes, there we go. I'm loving that with the smile, sparkle and shine. That's the one I'm using at the moment, everybody. Yes, as well. Now, circles are also proving very, very popular. Actually, you've got 2 sets of your circles on here, and both of those are proving very, very popular indeed. For all sorts of projects, I'm sure you understand that they could be really, really useful. 931991, £12.99 for those on your pick and mix. OK, working down to the poly plates that we've got for you now on these. Now, again, these will come in their sets of 2, as you can see that they are connected, so you can see those 2 together. So on these ones, you can go for, they're £11.99. Choose any one of those sets that you're going to be getting. They are there with more detail on the website, of course. 844121. You've got your love hearts in here. We have got your ovals with your grunge. We've got your squares. You've got your triangles. But they are really lovely, actually. These, I mean, they just work, don't they? They are absolutely beautiful on all the ones we looked at earlier on, but nice, quick, easy, simple, but with results that you are guaranteed are going to give you everything you want with your wow factor on these pieces, as backgrounds or as a feature, as you can see on this, which is really, really lovely. This is great, this one. Again, we looked at this earlier on, but you get this lovely sort of brick walled effect and that, but really nicely done, a real feature for any of those. Similar idea again here with the love hearts in that, but perfect, quick, easy and instant results. Really love that one. It's been done there almost as your sort of sunset going through with all those lovely colours you'll be able to create with that. And again, 1 stamp down and you are there. But really effective. 844121 is your item code for these ones. And again, all the options you're going to go for, they come in their sets of 2. Do go for those ones and get those into your basket. The most popular at the moment are the distressed rectangle, as you can see, with the circle. Maybe those ones we looked at there. Really lovely. 844121. You might be spoilt for choice. Get yourself a couple of sets, if so required. Of course, they are fabulous. They are fabulous. Right, Kim. Oh, I've got a little update as well. Oh, left my scissors up there. The Advent calendar. Technically, the Advent calendar has sold out. If you did manage to get that, congratulations. If it is in your basket, make sure it is all checked out, of course. But the Advent calendar there technically has sold out. But make sure it is checked out, otherwise it will bounce out. Right, we've got 40 minutes left only, okay. Kim. Well, so while I'm trimming, what do you want to be just chatting and showing and demonstrating? Because this could take you a while.
Okie dokie. Well, should I move on to the last one then?
Yeah, lovely, lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do it as well?
No, I've got 14 minutes, haven't I? I can cut those out in a minute, can't I?
You can. All your kit's underneath, under the bench. That sounds really weird, doesn't it?
All my bits where?
Yeah, yeah, your bits are under your bench.
Oh, those bits?
Yeah.
Oh, what, new bits?
Yeah, new bits, a new box.
Oh, wow.
I tried to be organised.
You are very organised. I'm loving it. OK.
Right, so I'm going to go through really slowly this time.
Thank you.
So this time I am using polyplate square, this one. The solid mini polyplate.
Right.
Square one. You should have that
square one. Is that, it's in there, is it?
It should be in your box. So it's the square one I'm using this time.
OK, this one.
That's the one. I need my binoculars.
That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah, it's got a label on it as well.
It has.
Yeah.
That's for me. OK, what are we doing with this?
This time we're going to use our distress oxides with it. So in your little box, you will have 2 blues and a grey. And what we're going to start off with is, you'll notice one of your blues is pale, one is dark.
Yep.
So I'm going to start off with my pale one.
Yep.
And I'm just going to ink it up.
Directly onto the actual...
Right onto your polyplate.
OK.
And then... Ooh, mine's quite a juicy one, actually. It's not normally that juicy. So what I'm going to do is just, I normally put my hand between my polyplate and my piece of paper to make sure it doesn't, when you spritz it, it doesn't fly everywhere.
Right,
yeah, so protect
okay.
your paper, basically. Spritz. Now, when we're spritzing, if we do this, we're just going to end up with little bubbles of water on our polyplate. What we want is to be up here. Yeah, look, a good gap between the two. Yep.
Yep.
Not quite that high. Trying to take this
Okay.
in and out. Yep. So a good, what, about, I don't know, about 30 centimetres, and give it a
Don't
spritz.
ask me. Have you sprayed already? Oh.
Yeah, so just give it a quick spritz, and you want it to look like little bubbles, just like that. Because there's no point using your oxides and not having it with water, because that's where the beauty of oxides really work.
Okay.
And
I
then
think I've got that right.
And then I'm just going to pop it onto...
Have you put another colour on yours?
No,
Oh.
mine's just a dirty polyplate.
Oh, dirty polyplate.
I know, they are naughty, my polyplates.
Okay.
Or dirty, one of the two. So all I'm going to do is pop it onto my card at a jaunty angle, because we don't want to be doing any of that lining up stuff.
Hang on, I didn't know I was getting card out as well. Right,
Oh,
jaunty
sorry.
angle.
Yep,
Anywhere at all?
anywhere. We're going to put 3 on in the end. Well, we're going to stamp 2 of polyplates, and then we're going to do 1 with our frame. So I've got 1 on there, and I'm just going to do exactly the same again.
So is this your darker blue?
No, I'm going to go straight in with my pale blue again.
Same one with the... Okay.
Yep. And then I'm just going to spritz it. So we've got those lovely bubbles. And pop another one on. So my other one's going to go down here. Now this, so what you should have is 2 lovely squares of colour. And I love working on craft card. I think you get such... There you go, you're tidying up as you go as well.
I'm trying to, because I didn't want to get it on my card. Well, you know what I mean? Right, okay.
There we go.
I'm going there. Little space in between.
This is what I love about oxide. You get such an effect with them. Now, I will say we have got different shades of blue, yeah, but they do look just wonderful.
Lovely.
So now you've got your 2 squares on there. We're going to go to our second colour. So we're going to use the dark blue.
Right.
The dark blue.
Do I need to wipe off that?
Oh yes.
Yes.
With your oxides, make sure you always wipe your plates down between each colour.
Okay.
When you put them on, they will contaminate each other. Yep. So this
Great.
time, I said that and I've left a bit of blue on mine. How it goes. So I'm going to take my blue, but this time I don't want to go all over because I'm just going to cover up what's already there. I want to just do my edges. So what I do is I'm going to ink this side. So I'm inking the one furthest away from me. I'm going to hold my ink pad at an angle and just dab it across the edge
Right. Oops.
to create
Just to... Oh, okay.
a frame. So turn it and dab again. And this is the easiest way I've found to give our polyplates frames.
I'm just trying to get the edge.
Just trying to get the edge. Yep. So keep your ink pad at an angle.
Oh, I've got a bit of a smudge going on
That's
there.
all right. Don't worry about it. Just watch your arm in that bit on your mat.
Oh,
Felt
yeah.
like Big Brother watching them,
I
wasn't
know.
it? Oi, watch your arm
Am I
in
just
that
doing
ink.
2 angles or am I doing all 4?
Do all 4 sides.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, why not? In for a penny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, this is the trickiest bit we're going to do on this card, I promise.
Okay.
You're going to take your polyplate, line it up with the square you've already stamped,
Oh,
pop
yeah.
it down. I didn't spritz mine. You will get a different effect if you spritz
Am I supposed
it.
to spritz? No?
It would look better if you spritz.
Well, that's what's...
I was too busy chatting.
Okay.
I can't do 2 things at once.
Welcome to my world. Right. Ooh.
So there you go, you've got a lovely frame to it now. There we go, this will look amazing.
Definitely a little bit of smudge going in, but...
Perfect. There you go, and lift it off. Look at that.
Ooh. So do the other, do those
Do the
edges
other one
again?
as well. Yeah. And because you spritz yours are merging together a lot more nicer than mine did. Oh. But you can use your polyplates, your ink pads to create different techniques as well. So I'm
Yes.
just mine a quick spritz.
Oh, I'm just trying to get the edges a bit tricky, isn't it? But like
It
you
is
say,
once
there's no
you-
other way, is there?
Well, if you're using a stamping press, it'd be dead easy.
Ah, very true.
But
I assume these would still work with those, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. But I struggle with stamping press because it kind of tells me what to do, and I don't like that. That sounds really odd, doesn't it? Right, what I meant by your ink pad, have I got 2 minutes just to show you something?
Yeah,
while you're
yeah,
lining
absolutely.
yours up?
Yes, it's obviously it's still your show, I promise you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my base colour down again really quickly. Give it a quick spritz. And you'll find, normally it takes you 3 attempts with your polyplate and water to find how much you need. So there's that one. Now, distress oxides are brilliant because they dip in the middle. You'll have heard me going on and on and on about this so many times. All I'm going to do is pop my ink pad down And you can see it's leaving this lovely, like, almost like a tartan effect on your polyplate. Yeah, pick that up. I'm not spritzing because I want to keep those beautiful lines. Pop it down. I'm pressing where I know I've got ink. Lift it up. You can see it's been transferred.
That's cool. That's lovely.
It is lovely. It's just playing with your ink pads though, so you can see completely different effects. This one I've spritzed. This one I've just used my ink pad to go with. Yeah, we could go and put a stamp on top of it, so you'd get. Actually, I will. I'll show that as well. I'm going off on one now. We will finish this card, I promise. So I'm going to grab my little star. So we were talking about kiss stamping before, which is where my head's suddenly gone to. So I'm just going to pop this onto my plate. Do that one there and there. Pop it down. Just really pressing. I should have chose a different colour, but can you see you get those little stars coming out?
Yeah,
so there's all different techniques we can do just using our poly plates. So to finish off our card really quickly, you should have the square sketch stamp in front of you.
Yes, I have. Yep.
We're going to use that one.
Okay.
We're going to pop it onto a stamp block.
Rightio.
She says.
These are great though. They are fab stamps.
They are, and working with the poly plates as well. You know, you've got the fun of working with ink, and then you've got the extra fun of a frame. So if the edges go a bit wiggledy-woggly, it doesn't really matter anymore, does it? Because you've got your frame to pop around it.
No, exactly.
So I'm just going to ink it up.
Okay, yeah.
I'm tapping away there. I'm going to stamp that over the top of one.
Hey, I've got hands that have got a bit of dirt on it that look like I've actually done a bit of work. I've got
You're a
blue.
crafter.
Right.
To be fair, when I was sorting everything out yesterday, I might have spilt a bit of Brusho and turned my hands blue at one point. So
okay.
That was an interesting evening. So
I bet.
I'm just going round my poly plates with my frame, so I'm going to do both of them.
So we're just following the outside again. Right. So if it goes quiet again, everybody.
That's what I was going to say. You can always tell when you're trying to line something up, you go really quiet.
It goes very quiet.
So there's that one. And then I'm going to look at that. I'm loving that. You're getting like, to me, that's like a denim or a rusty technique.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm liking that.
I've got my two on my card now. I'm going to keep my frame because this is the one I want to pop. So I'm going to just ink up my frame again. You should have a piece of white card.
Yep. I'm way behind you.
It's all right.
I've got 5 minutes. We've got five. I said I've got. Listen to that. We've got 5 minutes.
It's all right. Next time you don't need me.
Oh,
I'll just send everything down for you.
I'm bringing you an apple next lesson.
Oh, to be fair, you've
So I've got my white card. What, the thicker bit?
Yep. So you've just got a scrap piece of white card, basically. Yep. You're going to grab that and just plonk one of your stamp.
One of the stamp?
What you've just done again onto your...
With a bit of freshly applied?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fresh ink, because we want these to stand out a little bit.
Right. These are great, though. I can see why they're all very, very popular right across the board, actually, I'm hearing. Very popular. OK.
Right. So I'm just going to make mine look a little bit more fancy. So I'm taking I've got weathered wood, popping a little bit on my table, and I'm just going to spritz. Because it looks good, but I just want to make the most. We've got all those lovely lines around the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to drag some ink. And that's the beauty with these frames. You can do as much or as little as you want with them.
This is the square grunge, isn't it? You're working.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so so usable, this one. So I'm just going around this one again. You can see just that little tiny little bit of ink, and you get a whole different feel.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Is that from the oxide?
Yep. So all I've done is use that weathered wood.
Oh, I see.
Just a little bit of that weathered wood.
Oh, I'm running out of brushes. Oh no, I've got a little brush there.
You should have a little one as well.
Got a little one.
I do. I like to have a selection of brushes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish it off. I've jumped ahead of you again. Now I need to decide which way is up on my card. I'm going to do it that way,
Put too much water on there. Oh. Oh.
Actually, I'm going to change it up on this one.
We've got 3 minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to carry on between shows. I think I'll be here. I don't care. You just have to work around me. You go. Have you got any more shows this afternoon,
Nope,
Kim?
that's it for me.
Is that? Oh, don't leave me here.
I come in, cause chaos.
I'll
and
wait
then
for
go
you. When
home.
are you back in?
December 12th. December 12th. I did remember.
Right. We'll have to make sure we're in together again. I'll still be here, working on this one square.
There you go. So I've just popped comfort in mine. Or actually, I meant to do it in that one, but hey, it'll be fine. And then I'm just going to quickly, again, you said 3 minutes, didn't you?
About 2.5 now.
Oh. Yeah, it'll be fine.
It's all right, isn't it?
Nothing like a bit of speed crafting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I find anything less a bore, to be quite honest.
Exactly.
You know, it's keeping me ticking over. You're cutting out again. I'll never get that done in that time. I'll just watch you cut. Oh, I could finish cutting my words out.
You could indeed, and then we get a look at that lovely canvas you were making
Then that one's
before.
sort of completed. I don't like to have too many projects on the go at once. UFOs, you know what I mean? Oh, I should have left a little bit bigger space in between there. I've been a bit mean with my little black border there.
And then to finish mine off, all I've done is I've put comfort in one, and then I'm going to put zone in the other. But I think I'm going to change it up a little bit. I've got some blue ink and put zone in blue.
A bit wonky as well. Oh, dear.
He's having a whale of a time there.
I'm liking this. It's gone a bit grunge without me thinking it was going to go grunge.
But that's the beauty of it. You just... To me, I always have a bit of an idea in my head. And you see this when I'm doing my Facebook Lives and things. I'll go, right, I think this is what we're going to do. And then by the end of it, it's come something completely different. And we've just played and had fun. There we go. So, I was trying to check out the right time.
I'm going off piece here to try and cover up your smudging. I just put a little bit. Don't grass me up. I tell my producers...
You're using a bit of brush out. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, because
See?
I've got my grubby fingerprints all over it. And I was trying not to let teacher down.
But that is the beauty of brush out. It hides anything. Look at that.
Right, look, they're the projects that we're working on. Just done with... Yes!
Look at that. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you.
Take a bow.
Thank you. Thank you. Lovely. I'll tell you what, Kim, absolutely brilliant. When are you back in?
12th of December.
12th of December. Honestly,
Saturday.
I have had the best hour. That was absolutely brilliant. And the results, and I'm really chuffed with that. And if you can do just with those pick and mixes and just those you've got here, you are going to have a field day. Make sure you get these into your basket and do take advantage because they are absolutely brilliant. Kim, it's been a real pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
Generally, your patience and your expertise is great. Thank you so much indeed. It's been a lot of fun. I really genuinely hope you've enjoyed the hour as well at my expense as well. But don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more coming up after this. Woo! Now, get ready, everybody. Don't worry, I'm not going to fight her for the next hour. She can have her own hour. It's Leonie that we're letting loose for that. Then we got our Studio Light extravaganza, and then Clever Prince, Go Tribal Final Call.
Hi, I'm Ali from Ali Stitch Your Fingers. I've been sewing most of my life. I absolutely love sewing. I've been with the Hochanda now from the very beginning, really. That's when I started to go there. The Hochanda family are lovely people to work with, and I'm really enjoying my time with them. Designing is a big part of the journey for me as well. I love going out and finding the fabrics to use in the projects and bringing them to you. I love the designing process from start to finish, and then the finished project is just the icing on the cake. So make sure you don't miss out. Come and sew with me on Hochanda.
It's Flextravaganza time, folks. Still looking for Christmas gifts for your loved ones, or maybe just a little treat for you? Tune in from Friday the 13th of November at 6 p.m. to Friday the 20th of November at 6 p.m. for our Flextravaganza event. If you add at least £5 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flextravaganza Flexi Basket offers. This means you can spread the cost of your entire order over 2 equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you a more cost-effective way of shopping with us. Flexible payments for everyone. So join us from Friday the 13th of November at 6 p.m. to make your shopping experience with Hochanda even easier.
Hello, my name's Catherine Sturrock and I bring to Hochanda my company Character Crafts. Character Crafts brings to you our laser cut designs. Each design is designed by myself. We cut them on the laser machines here in Doncaster and bring the products to you at home. Character Crafts is suitable for all ages and all abilities, so I hope that I can inspire you and help you along with your crafting. I like to show you how to use different paint techniques and different techniques to bring the characters alive, and use various mediums to decorate, and I also use air dry clay for decorating with the flowers. So make sure you look out for the Character Craft shows on Hochanda. I hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Anna and I'm a founder of Craftbox UK. Craftbox is a box full of craft supplies that we send to our customers monthly. The company has been going for a year and a half, and as a crafter I wanted to find a box which I could receive every month and would be full of craft supplies. As I couldn't find such box, I decided to create it myself, and that's how Craftbox started. Every box contains at least 15 products, which are beautifully hand packaged by a team based here in Cambridgeshire. All products are placed in a beautiful, sturdy box, which is ribbon tied, and we hope that by receiving this box you will feel like it's Christmas every month. Make sure you don't miss the Craftbox shows on Hochanda.
Well, it's that time of the week that we all love. Our opportunity to let the fabulous Leonie loose. I'm going to go down the counter and show you all the goodies, and then we'll be heading over to the one and only Leonie for our first demonstration, which I'm very much looking forward to. So, with Let Leonie Loose shows, it's a really nice opportunity to introduce you to extremely talented designers, brand new brands, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. Jane's Doodles. I love the imagination that you get within Jane's works, and if you watched the earlier hour, Leonie was explaining that with Jane, she doesn't follow trends, so what she'll do is design artwork that really connects with her, and she kind of speaks through her art. Beautiful details. What you get here is a lot of personality, which we love. Nothing to point out, sort of irrespective of the design work. The design set is fantastic, but Jane also placed a lot of emphasis on the eco-friendly side of her stamps as well. So with the process, actually quite a unique process with the stamps. Saving water, saves energy, which is so important. It reuses the resin as well and reduces waste and material consumption. Also love the fact they have a low carbon footprint. Anyone who follows Leonie will know that she is our resident eco warrior, and I agree with a lot of Leonie's stances on life, and it's if we all do our bit for the world, if everyone does their little bit, you know, it does make a difference. So the stamps, they're ethical stamps and also, or environmentally friendly stamps, I should say, and also beautifully designed. This is our first offering. We are talking about driving home for Christmas. It was actually one of the most popular stamps in the last hour. Have to say, the amount of elements on one stamp set, you've got 16 stamps. Just look here, this inspiration. I think Jane actually did this one. How cute is, I love the owl just nestled in the back. We've all been, you know, we've all been in the back of cars where you haven't got that much space. And everyone's like, okay, I'll get in the back, shall I?
When someone has either a smart one, or these days it's the little eco cars, isn't it? Where there's like, and they'll try and get like two kids squished in back.
Someone's got their seat pushed all the way back as well. Could you just move forward a tiny bit? So the owl squashed in, you've got the tree on the front. And that's just using a foot. I love the car, I love the dog, I love the owl. But look how many other elements that you have. The dog driving the car, I think it's just genius. But we've also got a trailer we could add onto the back of the car with all the presents. You've got the snow flakes there, so it could be a little snowflake flurry. You've got Let It Snow, Seasons, Greetings, Cheer, Holidays. That is a great stamp set. You could do an awful lot with that. $12.99 is your price, 782-674 your item number. Now, I don't know what's wrong with me, Leonie, but around
What's wrong with you?
I'm just feeling cold everywhere.
You're freezing. We don't have to have that on.
It's not actually quite. So it's warmer in here than it is out there.
Is it?
But you know when it gets that period where, and I'm just thinking about hot cocoa.
Oh, I see where you're going with that.
Genuinely, I'm cold everywhere.
I thought you just wanted the air conditioning off.
No, I wasn't saying that. But it's no, cool, Matt. I don't want the aircon off. It's fine. But no, genuinely, it's that kind of thing, and we all have connotations of hot cocoa with the family. It's a really nice stamp set, and this is where we talk about. What Jane does is she really draws characters, she speaks from the heart, and the characters you're going to warm to. So you've got the owl, you've got the penguin, the presents, the Christmas tree, the hot cocoa. You have to see it in action, though. There's a reindeer. If I just show you... Whoop, whoop, look.
Isn't that cute?
When you stamp them out, you really do start to bring them to life. And when you start seeing the examples here, now come on, that is awesome. Warm holiday wishes with your cocoa in there as well.
And it's fabulous.
I love it. Really like that. Okay, got to move on. $12.99 your price there. 520-651 your item number. Bear hugs coming up here now, and it's another thing where we were talking about, you know, we miss. It's that being close to people. It's hugging, seeing your friends you haven't seen for ages. And now it's, people are like, well, what do we do? And you kind of like, you can't touch, or is it going to be the elbow? Have you done the elbow yet?
Oh, yeah. We're even trying that, the dance, you know, that they tried to bring out at first. Yeah, they sacked that off pretty quick, didn't they? They realised, well, as a thing, they sacked it off, didn't they? They thought,
Did you and Paola do a little video with that?
No, it were me and Katie. Yep, I absolutely do.
If you leave it there, I'll open it up.
I'll get Matt.
$12.99 is your price. If you want to go for your bear hugs, let's have a little look at that there. So, bear hugs, it's touching. I'm laughing because Matt opened that up. You must have loosened it, Leonie. You opened that very easily.
No, man, I'm weak. I've been very busy. I'm very tired. And I'm very weak.
Bless you. So look, we've got the baby bear on there. You've got the squirrels. I love you very much. Sending bear hugs. You always got my back. Now that is cute. Do you know what I think that would be nice for? If you know somebody who's maybe got a new addition to the family, have the little polar bear on the back.
Yeah. And I think, I don't know, polar bears, they're just one of those images that people just love them, don't they? And I think they're one of them images that people just relate to, I think.
Would you like to know 2 polar bear facts?
Go on.
Probably already
Hit
know.
me with the facts.
Polar bears, left-pawed.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And polar bears, this is a true fact. That polar bears, when they're stalking something, if they want to hide, they'll do that. They'll cover their nose.
That's a good idea, though, because everything else is white.
And they cover their nose and they disappeared. And then they're like, whoop, I'm here. So $12.99 is your price. If you do want to go for this set, 504-894 your item number. Okay, got to tell you, cats and dogs. We're going to see the dogs first. Immensely busy last hour. At one point, it was very much level pegging. I think that a lot of people were buying both. At the moment, the cats have taken the lead, but we'll see if that changes now. Look at all the dogs on here. Okay, and we've got some really cute dogs. So there's the sausage dog, the dachshund. You've also got the sheepdog, and then you've got, I don't know, it could be a little terrier, or it could be, I think, an American bulldog, possibly. I really dig you. I woof you. Hello. Nice sentiments. The doghouse, the paw prints. Apparently, in the last hour, we found out that producer Molly's sister bought her, and I think her dog is on social media, has got a lot of followers. Guess how much she paid? £2,000. £2,000 for a
Mad in
puppy.
it. Mad in it.
Wow, okay.
The dog's got 3,000 followers, did you say? The dog's got 3,000 followers. Lockdown has made us insane.
It's more followers than I am. I'm outdone by a dog. Okay, so $12.99 is your price here, but this is the thing. When you start playing with this set, come on. Look, and you can mix the dogs and cats because they do play nicely. I just love the little dachshund popping out, the sausage dog. Positivity.
See what they've done there.
Oh, actually, no, it's positively perfect. That sounds better. I was thinking about positivity. Oh, dear. I really dig you as well. $12.99 is your price. 17 stamps in total. 596, 756, 765 rather, the item number. All right, now we have got the cats as well. Cats very busy. It's the last one we're going to take a look at. We have got more stamps and you can shop ahead on the website. We're going to go to Leonie after we looked at this and then we'll continue down the counter. So with the pussycats, so for all you cat lovers, and being stamps, the beauty is you can colour any way you like. So if you wanted to colour, obviously, to your particular cat, so it could be a little turtle shell, a tabby, it could be a little tomboy, so a ginger tomboy, whatever you like, you can colour them here. So I love the characters, the face is very, very cute. We've got different poses as well. We've got hungry cats, we've got happy cats, we've got sleepy cats, and we've got the cat bowls in there as well. There you go. Guys, look, that is a happy, happy cat. You are perfect. $12.99 is your price. 646-299, your item number. Now, we have got a lot more on the website. Let's have a look as we soiree over to... soiree over is the wrong word. Saunter over to Leonie. So, having a look at all the goodies, the stamps that we've already seen and the ones to come, we've got Chameleon. I haven't seen Magical. I really like this set. So if you just wanted to add that diversity into your stash, thinking about, obviously, yeah, okay, tailored towards more younger members of your family, the Chameleon's fun, and the Chameleon just screams for colour. So think about what you have in your stash, maybe watercolours, or we've also got some 7-day savers that you can take a look at. Great value on the 7-day savers. Super Smooth has been busy all day. It's the price. The saving on that is ridiculously good. It's better than half price saving. Right, I'm going to hand over to Leonie. I'm looking forward to seeing the first demo.
Thank you very much indeed, Yanis. So what I wanted to do, because this is one of my favourite, I've got a lot of favourites in Jane's doodles. I think she's an amazing artist. I think she's an amazing designer. She really has just brought us so many exquisite things to work with. So on this one, love it. And I think with the hot cocoa, love it. With the hot cocoa stand, I mean, you don't have to be selling cocoa. You know what I mean? You could easily change that. It could be chocolate, it could be mulled wine, it could be brandy, it could be apple juice, or you could literally take that out. You know what I mean? You could actually do some really clever cutting mat and layering. You could put a little present on there instead of a stack of presents. So there's loads you can do with this one. And I do think that one, if you wanted to, look, if you had the little car, because it's got wheels, and it could be pulling this along like a little hot dog one. But then because you've got the separate cups, you could have cups flying all over the place, couldn't you? Because he's forgotten to take the cups off. So they'd be, I think that would be quite fun. And then like you could have the little owl sort of trying to fly along at the side. Anyway, could do loads with it. What I'm going to do, however, is show you how I built this one up. I've got it coloured in and ready to go, but I'll just show you how I built it. So we've got the beautiful little hot cocoa stand. First of all, I'm stamping in Memento because I'm using my Memento, because I'm using Mr. Phil Martin's inks, his alcohol inks. And then his alcoholic pens even, finish the sentence. And then, now this is something that I've seen Jane do. So she'll put something like this, and I didn't expand it as much as I'm going to do in demo. And then I'm going to use a mask. So I've cut my mask ready, so I'll pop that in there like so. I'm then going to stamp the little tree. Oh no, I've put that on the wrong side, that irritates me. Put that there. I'm then going to stamp the little tree, get my other block, And it's good this, I'm using all my little books. It's funny, sometimes I like my stamping platform, but when I'm doing little stamps like this, I'll go back to my acrylic blocks because I just like the speed of them. So pop that one there, like that. Love that little tree. I think that's really cute. And then on mine, I did put the little penguin behind. On this one, I will put the little reindeer or moose, whichever. I think he is a reindeer. He is a reindeer. I'm gonna pop our little reindeer just there. There. Oh, isn't he cute? And then when you take your gorgeous little mask off, there he is. Oh, I love that. Masking never gets dull. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. But then when you cut this out, you see, and I'm obviously not going to cut the full thing out, just show you. But then when you cut this out, very dodgily here, it means that you're cutting the full thing out. And Jane's done a lot of that on her cards. So you'll actually cut the full thing. So you've created a massive topper there. So it means you've done your sort of masking stamping, and obviously you cut that out with detail, but then you cut that out as a big topper. I really like that. I think it's a great technique that Jane's done, and obviously it's like, oh yeah, I'm having that. I've already done it, so I'll bring my little card in. Now, I'd already die cut these ovals when I were doing something else, so I had these ready to go. So all I've done is got a separate piece of card which is going to sit at the back of the oval. And I thought it'd be really cute because he's going to go there like that, because I didn't put the tree on this one. So he's going to go there like that, so I thought it'd be really cute to have little trees in the background, because that'll give me a really cute little background. So to do that, let's get a couple more of the trees and just show you how I've done that bit. Dead easy. So just inking up the little old tree again, jink, 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 like so. And what I've done, I've decided where the card's going to sit. It's going to sit about there. Decided approximately where that's going to sit. And then I eyeball this bit. So take it off. I kind of know where that tree needs to go. About there, a dirt job. Like so, and then colour that in. These are dead easy to colour in. I've just got my little old pen, so I'm going to go dark brown, a little bit of dark brown, and then a little bit of the lighter brown. And I mean, you don't need to be too fussy with this either. And then a little bit of dark green, just a touch of dark green, and there near the edge. And you could put glitter so it looks like snow and things like that. And then now I'm not trying to colour in every single little twig, and I don't think you need to. I think that hint of green absolutely does it. You know, that's all you need there. Really happy with that. I'm then going to take my blue again. I've been loving my Distress Oxide. Salty Ocean. I'm going for, oh, acetate. You were like, what on earth what's going on with my glass mat? It's moving. Salty Ocean's messing with my head. So, just gonna bring that in from the outside. Oh, we've got people shopping from the Europe. I love it. I love seeing where people are shopping from. It's always good to hear from you. studio@hochanda.com. I would love to hear if, if you've bought Jane's stuff before. Maybe you have seen Jane's stuff before. I mean, we haven't. First time I've seen Jane's stuff, and I absolutely love it. But love to hear from you. And obviously, if you do want to order wherever you're shopping from, if you're shopping from Europe, if you join Freedom, then you won't be paying any postage, which is fabulous there. So we've got those little splatters, which looks really cute, lovely, aren't they? And you see, you could actually, I mean, you've got those other sentiments as well. See, things like it's the little things in life, you know, like this Christmas. Obviously, it might be a little bit different. So it is things like as well, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. I think that one will be very nice at Christmas. And Jane made those as a reminder to herself to be positive, which I think's lovely. But I think at Christmas, choose to be grateful. I think it is kind of a reminder that don't concentrate on the stuff you might not be doing the same as every other year, but just a reminder just to be grateful for what you have got. That's my little thing, she'll say. Well, this is Leonie now. Remember to be grateful, Leonie, when you're sat at home being annoyed that you're not driving up north. Well, don't know yet, do we? Hopefully. But, you know, this is note to self. I'm not preaching, it's just note to self. OK, but I just think they are quite nice, aren't they, for any time of the year. So I'm just going to go on now with a little bit of blue. Not preaching, I'm the worst, aren't I? Being a right old preacher, man. I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. My mother, I made my mum stop smoking because I went home and guilt-tripped her that bad. I mean, she's grateful for it, but I went home and basically told her, how dare she, because she were affected. I was terrible, I really laid it on thick. I don't know how old I was only a kid. It only got worse, I'm afraid. But what did you do? Oh, so she didn't listen to you, Moles. Moles took home her mum a brochure about her smoking, and Mum just put it in the bin and made Molly cry. See, she didn't mess about. My mum were good. She just, she was like, I made her feel that guilty that she stopped. And I remember she stopped, and it were one of my sister's worst birthday parties she'd ever had. It were an absolute nightmare. The kids were awful, and my poor mother, and she decided to give up smoking. Oh, it were awful. We had kids pretending to be sick and everything. It were great fun. But anyway, there you go. That's a little snippet out of my life. So, whilst I'm colouring in, I think, don't you find though, while you're crafting and you know you are doing things like this, so it's obviously going to remind you different things, and you know you are going to end up reminiscing. I think that is why it is quite nice sharing your crafty stories and things, and you know, and it does remind you of home and stuff, doesn't it? Now, pop that on there, like so. So what I'm actually doing is I'm hiding that blotch that I didn't want on. But I'm also creating, I want it to look a little bit snowy. So I don't want it solid, I want it more sort of breezy, if you will. Now, take the adhesive off. I obviously put the adhesive on the wrong side, but I'll cover that with something later. So fold that over, make sure I've got it right before I fold it over, because I'm terrible like that. There. So we've got the little card so far, and I quite like it because that tree looks like it's on a bit of a wonk, which is quite cute. And then let's start building up. So we've got the lovely little hot cocoa, which is really cute, and he's going to be stuck on the front here. Obviously it's only that bit. Come on, glue. Oh, just a little bit of glue, that's all you need. Just a little bit of glue everywhere. It's okay, don't panic. That's where we'll put some more glitter. It's going to have a lot of glitter. No, what we do is scoop it off and pretend it never happened. I'm definitely not. So scoop that off like that. Boom. And then we've got our lovely little reindeer. Look at him, he's gorgeous. So little reindeer. Oh, I shouldn't have scooped all the glue off then, should I? I'm going to put it in my hand. I'm not taking any chances. So again, it's only the bottom that needs gluing. I'll do his little hand as well, like that. So he's going to be like that, there, which is just adorable, absolutely adorable. We've then got the little penguin that I've cut out ready. So I'll just snip a bit of 3D foam. So gorgeous little penguin is going here, funnily enough, on that bit that I've made a mess of. Boom. And then a little cup, obviously. See, so if you're in car, these little cups, you see, you'd be flying off. And if you really wanted to go for it, you'd put them on acetate, so they'd literally be flying away. So, you know, you could do a little pop-up and like all the bits would be flying everywhere. And then I've got my finishing touch is sending warm winter hugs. So I've got my warm I've got my sending. And I've cut this sentiment up because I thought that were really cute. So, sending warm hugs. Sending warm hugs, which I think is really sweet. Isn't this cute? See, these stamps are just adorable, absolutely adorable. And then what I would do is just go around. I don't know where my clear glitter glue's gone, so all I've got is it's a clear glaze, so I'm popping on the clear glaze like so, and then just go over with a cheeky bit of glitter. Where's my paper? Cheeky bit of glitter. Why I had to do it like that, who knows? It's when I'm moulding, isn't it? I end up not this mould, the other mould, Essex mould. That's exactly what I was doing. I'm doing Danny Dyer and you're doing Borat. What are you doing, Borat? Yeah. There you go.
Great success.
So good. So good. Oh, I absolutely adore these. I'm not being funny, but I just think these are seriously, seriously cute. I finish it off by putting a few shadows underneath them, but aren't they lovely? They're so cool. And I like that you can make a little aperture card with them. And obviously you've got your lovely little trees inside as well. Love it. Please check your baskets out. Jane is amazing. Her artwork is just ridiculously cute. Right, I'll tidy up my mess and hand over to Yanis.
Thank you. Oh, you know, while you're tidying up, Leonie, word on the street, I don't know if we can say this, but in the future, Jane's also thinking about bringing out some dies.
Yeah, that would be very good, wouldn't it?
So that's a rumour. Now, we have got some 7-day savers to share with you. So, 7-day savers, they launched at 8 a.m. on Sunday, and I have to say that our Super Smooth been really busy. Thing with Super Smooth, it ticks so many boxes. Being super smooth, it stamps beautifully. It really does. It will die cut. You can blend on it. It just ticks all those boxes that we want. And also the saving as well. This is an essential. It's a consumable. Do not buy this at full price. 100 sheets for £9.99. 9p a sheet. Yes, please. I'll have another. Right, we've got some more for you as well. We've got some stamps. Studio Light. Oh, what? Studio Lights. Grunge, 6 stamps in total for £21.96 at Lake. So you are getting 4 stamps in here, but look, beautiful. Studio Lights, they give you the collage, give you all that detail. We like it too. Yeah, like that a lot. I've got some foliage for you as well. Now this is your colourful winter foliage collection. So you're also getting the berries too. I've seen this physically, and you get an awful lot. So all the pine cones and everything, they're frosted, so it looks like a... If you've ever gone out for a walk on a really cold, sort of icy morning, it's what it kind of feel. And then you've got the wonderful floral spray as well, the berries that add that vibrancy. £12.99 your price there. Now, we've got our chameleon for you, so you're starting to get, hopefully now, a feel for Jane's style, Jane's Doodle style. The chameleon characters, look at all of those different characters here. And the chameleon has got a friend nestled in as well. We've got a little snail too. But, I mean, with the chameleon, you can really go to town. So think about if you have any watercolours with a metallic, wouldn't that be fantastic? Or equally, if you wanted to add a little bit of sparkle and bright, vibrant colours, greens, purples, blues, you've just got that scope, because chameleons, they're colourful. And then the snail in there too. Happy birthday. You're one in a chameleon. Thanks, a chameleon. Let me just show you here. Look. You got a chameleon and his friend. Love that. You are one in a chameleon. But nice, really nice, quirky, fun stamps. Okay, now, don't forget that we are currently in the midst of our Flextravaganza. So if I drop that down, any prices, so typically £12.99, you never see a flexi payment on an item of £12.99 unless you put it in your bigger flexi basket, or it's in the midst of our Flextravaganza event. So right now, whether it's anything online or on live shows, you can split the price in half, as long as it's £5 or more in your basket. You can see full T's and C's on our website, 214182, your item number. Leonie and I, we kind of fall into this bracket. Sometimes we are a little bad remembering birthdays, aren't we, Leonie?
I'm rubbish.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely atrocious.
It happens, you know, we're busy. But this is the kind of thing where if you want to send... Now, come on, if you do send someone a little belated birthday card, what a cool one. Better late than never. And I love the fact Jane, she's imaginative. So pick the animals that typically we expect to take their time take a little bit longer to get to their destination. So the snails and the turtles, they've gone to the party. It might have taken them a while, but they're here, they're ready to partay. 14 stamps in total here. And it really is the thought that you're sending. So better late than never, happy belated birthday, slow down and eat cake. So I think even if you send the birthday message on time, slow down and eat cake is a sentiment we can all relate to. Frankly, Leonie...
Yeah?
You didn't just slow down and eat cake, you slowed down and ate 2 pieces of cake today.
Yes. I didn't really slow down, I ate them really fast.
Oh, there we go, it's even better.
Great.
So, we got really nice characters here. $12.99 your price, 106-744 your item number. This next set, I really like, and I'll tell you why, because there are going to be those occasions where you're making a card for somebody. It could be, I would imagine I'd be using it more for my nephews and nieces. Don't fall into the trap. This is just for little girls. I think it's for little girls or boys. You've got the dragon here, which is just so cool. Then you've got your little fairy and the magical castle, but you're going to be able to build up your scene as well because you've got the flowers, you've got the sentiment, the little flourishes. So those swirls, you see these swirls here, I'd be putting them at the nose, but the nose of the dragon, to make it look like the dragon's snorting a little bit of fire. Oh, apparently that's what they're for. I thought I'd been very imaginative there.
I
discovering something.
Very imaginative.
Yeah, and let me just show you how you could be using this. Now, come on. How cool is that? And where Jane's very clever, she's given us that sense of scale as well, so we can build it up. The castle in the background, the little girl, the happy dragon. Dreams come true. Lovely. $12.99 is your price. 18 stamps in total. 268-449 your item number. Next set is your home set. So having a little look. $12.99 is your price. And what? Oh, actually, sorry. We're going to get that up for you. So now here, these are the beautiful. I mean, these are homes that you kind of walk past and you look and wonder who lives there. You stare at with admiring gaze. They have a beautiful homeliness to them. Yeah, they're pretty. We were discussing, and can I just say, not in a creepy way, but Leonie and I, when you walk in, it's always nice to have a quick peek into a home.
And that's why people go house viewing.
Yeah.
Some people do that as a hobby.
Just to have a look
Just
inside. A little nosy. Well,
Yeah.
look, these are the kind of homes that they do draw you in, and you can build up. You've got the topiary there. You've got the little sentiments too. Love begins at home. It's love being at home. Well, how about here? Oh, that is nice. And I would imagine, Leonie, because we've got 3 houses, we could build up a little row of homes.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, depending how you do your masking, I mean, you could have like, you know, like loads of little streets. I think it's really cute, this one. And I do think as well, I mean, I haven't done it, but you know, you could have these. Imagine doing a little advent calendar and having your little homes that you open up the little home and there's things behind it. I mean, there's tons you can do with this, and they're really beautiful stamps.
They are.
Love these ones.
$12.99 is your price there. 748-618 your item number. Finally, you got this. So these are positive statements that Jane's come up with, and great. Now we're kind of venturing into great for obviously your card making, but think about your scrapbooking. It could be your journaling as well. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. This is actually, Leonie, a lot of these you connect with because you're a very positive person. It's the little things in life.
Yeah.
You got this. You know, these are nice. Choose to be
Fabulous.
grateful. See, journaling. I mean, in your happy planner, these would be fantastic.
Yeah, they would. Do you know what? I'm gutted I didn't bring my happy planner in again. I thought about it this morning, but we're rushing. I didn't. But they'd be loving the happy planners. But a lot of these stamps would be, you know, because of the size of the actual stamps. But I like the fonts she's used in those as well. I think they're really sweet.
Yeah.
And I love positivity.
Well, me too. And this is really nice. Let your faith be bigger than your fear.
Yeah,
Isn't
I like
nice?
that.
We rise by lifting others. And that's a nice one too. Why would you want
yeah.
to put someone down when you can lift them
Yeah,
up?
and it is sometimes you have to look at the things to be grateful for, don't you, rather than obsessing on the other stuff in life that can drag you down. So I do think, I think that's a really nice stamp set.
They're cards that you always want to send someone, especially this year. And like you say, it's just staying, when we were discussing this before the show, is focusing on what we have, because you can lose sight of that, and it's easy, it's natural sometimes, you can feel life's getting the most of you. So really nice set, $12.99 your price, 132936 your item number. The stamps are fantastic, and I think we need to do them justice by showing you just the tip of the iceberg of where you can go with your own creativity. You're going to like this.